Episode 5, House of the Dragon. Oh my dude. Things are moving. The last episode was that was a roller coaster of emotions. Aemon came through for his kingdom, and he destroyed Meleys. So that was quite sad. However, Aegon might potentially be dead. So that is a joyous occasion. He literally rode his dragon out drunk. What else do we expect from him? We have yet to know of Aegon's death. I don't think he's dead. If he is, I'll be very happy about that. If he's not, I won't be too surprised. Because the evil ones live the longest. So yeah, the last episode was eventful. I don't know if this one's gonna be as eventful. I don't think there's gonna be too much violence. I think there's just gonna be like people being like, oh, this is what happened. We need to strategize now. I think it's just gonna be people coming back together, strategizing, and then when everyone's done, we're gonna head back to the battlefield and Dracarys, people. Dracarys. Yo, his wife. Yo, dude. My woman. But that would have been Jace, hey? Jace would have been the one who died if she didn't say no. So Rhaenyra would have lost another son.
That's enough.
Street rats.
Behold! The traitor dragon Meleys! Slain at Brook...
Yo, the head. Oh, like, slice that thing off, dude. WCGI. Applause to the CGI team.
Don't they realize we won the battle?
Strange victory, if it was one.
Guessing that's Aegon.
Behold! Traitor dragon Meleys!
I thought the dragons was gods.
Slain at Brook's Rest by your king!
I thought the dragons as gods.
It's just me.
Damn, hey? Like, it puts things into perspective because dragons are these magical beings and they're always in the sky. You always see them in the sky, alright? And it's like people deitize them and make them more than they are, which is just animals, but they're presented as these supernatural entities, especially in this world. They are just lizards with wings. So now maybe people will be less afraid of the dragon seeing the head just travel through the city, and people less afraid of the House Targaryen, you know? So, yo. If Aegon dies, does that mean Aemond is king? I would love for that to happen. I would adore that outcome. Is he actually dead, mate? Like... Is he dead? Her hus. Do you miss him? She seems so like... It's like she's not sad but happy, but in the middle. I wonder why. Valarian steel. He might be.
Is he alive?
His grace remains with us for the moment.
Damn it! I knew it. Oh! Oh! Okay, those are just first degree burns, so it's not too bad. Oh, frick. It probably reeks, eh?
Is my son going to die?
I'm afraid I cannot say. Now, if you'll excuse me, Your Grace, these next hours are most critical.
These are just medieval doctors, so I don't think they can come through like how our modern day doctors can. So I hope they fail at their attempt. So sick to say, but that's just how I feel, innit? Oi! Yo! He's a cripple. He's a cripple. That looks so real! Deadpool.
Someone will have to rule in his stead.
The hour is late, and my dragon is hungry. You have no choice but to submit. Our terms are simple, Lord Bracken. Renounce the false King Aegon as a usurper. And bend the knee to me, or your house burns.
I would sooner be the Lord of Bones and Cinders than bend my knee before some heathen Blackwood cunt.
The Brackens were a people hatched out of the deepest of the seven hells, Your Grace. It would be a kindness to oblige them and send them back whence they came.
Did your brother's head keep on its way back to you, Willem? I heard the maggots got to it.
That is quite the impression, Lord Bracken.
These guys talk so much trash.
We choose fire.
Bro, these guys are bold. What the hell? Look at that shot. Look at that shot.
I did not think they would be so eager to die.
They made their choice. You should have indulged them.
I need them alive. I came here to raise swords, not corpses.
But now you see what my house has known for generations. They are pig-headed, intransigent.
They would rather burn than succumb. Exactly the kind of men I need.
Dude, facts though. Yo.
Then perhaps you could try less fighting and more persuading.
Why did he say it like that?
But every man has a weakness.
You take my meaning then. There are things that Crown itself must not be seen to do. Show them your worst.
I am your servant, Your Grace.
Guys, I'm struggling to understand what he means because the only thing that I can see as a weakness for men is their lust for women, their desire for power, and their pride. Those are the only weaknesses I really see for men, at least. So I don't know how is he gonna persuade them, like.
Over the centuries, many and more armies have broken themselves against my bloody gate. Are you listening?
My lady.
The Eyrie itself is impregnable. Unless, of course, we're descended upon from the sky.
You promised the Queen Rhaenyra 15,000 swords.
In return for protection, a dragon.
Then she has exceeded your terms. She sent 2.
Yeah, be grateful.
They are dragons nonetheless. I do not recall you specifying the size of the beast in your request.
Will you go, me, child? When your bread and shelter now depend on my pleasure.
The dragons will grow. In time.
I don't have time.
And also, how long does it actually take for a dragon to grow to a quite large and threatening size? I feel like it takes a very long, like 10 years for those things to really grow. That's what I feel. I don't actually know, but I feel like it's really long time.
I mislike feeling powerless.
So do I.
The way they spoke at my small council today.
Do they hold you responsible for Rhaenys and her dragon?
I would rather they had. They speak around me, not to me.
Yeah.
You are your father's chosen successor.
They did not prepare me to fight. If I had been a son, a sword thrust into my hand the moment I could walk. Instead, I was given my father's cup. Taught the name of every lord and castle between Storm's End and the Twins, but not the difference between hilt and foible. And they know it.
Elfather for that, Elfather. Let me tell you, if I had a daughter, I would teach her how to scrap up. I would teach her how to swing that sword, and I would give her Valerian steel. I want my daughter to be equipped in any scenario. So, Elfather for that. I don't care if it's your culture. Elfather.
I do not know my part, Massaria.
Kristen Cole made a mistake. Parading a dragon's head through the streets like a prize of war. But the people see an ill omen.
Yes, as do I.
They are afraid. Bread is scarce. The king has fallen. They whisper to each other that when Viserys lived, there was peace.
But will whispers tear down stone?
Do not underestimate your subjects. They are 1,000 living in the shadow of the Red Keep and forgotten for too long.
And you think they will turn to me?
This woman's wise, dude. She's wisdomous.
What you cannot do, let others do for you.
Yeah.
There is more than one way to fight a war.
Okay. Yo, she knows what she's doing. It's very smart. She's using the people as a strategy of attack.
The thought of her lying in a field, broken amongst her enemies.
Did your grandmother ever tell you of the night she claimed Melees?
She snuck into the dragon pit. My father was furious. His own mother's dragon, the fastest beast ever known, and she'd have none of him. But bent her neck to Rainey. She was fierce.
In love and in anger. She did not always care for me. For what she gave me in the end. I'm grateful. And with her gone, I must rely on you, I think.
Your Grace.
She gives us to your grandsire. I do not wish to stand alone.
Daemon.
The hell is this? Daemon keeps tripping, bruh. Like, what is he on?
The fearless dragon rider. Your brother had great love in his heart.
Which Targaryen is this?
Viserys was unsuited for the crown. But you, Daemon, you were made to wear it.
This guy wants to be king so bad.
If only you'd been born first. My favorite son.
The hell? Yo, Daemon's weird.
There's also Goose, if you prefer it.
I like this guy, bro. He's cool. He's nice.
Herald is my command. I shall guarantee the payment myself.
Very well, Your Grace.
You should address me as my king.
But you're the prince.
What would you call the husband of the queen?
Well, the king.
There it is, then.
Consort.
That last bit seems unnecessary, don't you think?
Stop.
The armor was Valyrian steel. His Grace suffered grievous burns over much of his body. He has many broken bones. I fear there are more injuries within. Injuries we cannot see.
We are grateful for your works, Grand Maester. Has he woken?
No. I must admit, I'm not sure he will ever wake. Our king's fate lies with the gods now.
He's holding back every smile.
A king cannot rule in his sleep. But now we must name a regent to take his place, until he recovers, or does not.
A wise strategy, Your Grace. Did you have a candidate in mind, Your Grace?
I myself served in this role with my husband. I am well prepared to do it again.
Stop.
The king does not lack for heirs. The obvious choice is his immediate successor.
Thank you.
Aemond is young, and his lack of restraint has already cost us dearly.
Shut up! No one agrees with you, woman.
It is experience that offers the surest path to security. Queen Alicent ably shouldered the duties of the realm when her husband's health failed him.
Experience is valuable, yes, but the Dowager Queen is a woman.
I'm no... Aemond is a fearsome dragon rider. His skill is best employed in the field, but my experience is needed here, at this table.
No offense was meant, Your Grace, but at a time when we must show strength.
Lord Laris.
I agree, Your Grace. It must be Prince Aemon.
Thank you.
What would it say if in response to Rhaenyra's crowning we raised up a woman of our own? But the hand speaks with the king's voice, Sir Kristen. What say you?
He's gonna support his freaking girl, obviously.
Aemond is the next in line.
Oh, wow. W. Mance.
It must be him.
Yes, it must.
It's agreed, then.
Sit down, Alicent. And I'm not saying that because she's a chick, but she's just not the way. The people will side with a man, a male Targaryen, more than with a woman who isn't the Targaryen. A male Targaryen with the biggest dragon in King's Landing. They will side with him more than a woman with no dragon. It's not about the different sexes, it's about the image of power that people need to feel secure in the kingdom. And Aemond is that guy.
What is our standing in the river?
The banners of House Tully are in disarray, Your Grace. I hope we're fielding an army of any size for now. We would do well to send word to young Oscar Tully.
Watch her get crazy. What if she does something?
What are your tasks? When someone cut down rat catchers.
You would have me turn beggar.
Are we not beggars already? Have you been paid for those machines you were forced to build?
The king has promised payment.
The king has lied.
Damn. Oh, that's that freaking guy who was like, in order to build the scorpions, I need payment. And he's been building that ish to sustain his flippin' family, yo. And his wife is like, yo, we need to turn to the streets to get some money because we have none. He needs to remind the king of the payment, otherwise he's gonna be a beggar. So frick, it's quite nice seeing people from the beginning here.
By all means, stay and wait for his empty promises, husband. With them you can feed the mouths of ghosts.
Jeez, bro. Yeah, he needs to do something. Yo, that thing probably reeks. Ugh, rotting.
Presumed you'd be here, seeing faithfully to the Prince Regent's commands.
Aemond is the next in line. It is the order of things.
You know what he is. What he has somehow become.
Alicent, shut up.
Has your loyalty faded, or does it flourish only at night and flee the sunrise like a moth?
What I saw at Rook's Rest.
What? What did you see?
Their armor melted. There were men walking, they were on fire.
We have given the war to the dragons.
The dragon rider should lead us.
Thank you.
So you cast me aside?
As he should.
Have I not spared you? What we must do now is terrible.
I did not ask to be spared.
Just buy, Alicent, buy. The people! Civil War!
Stay back!
Damn, holding the people in? Seems a bit weird. Damn, caging them in. Wild.
By order of Aemon Targaryen, Prince Regent and Protector of the Realm.
Does he mean the king?
I don't know.
You cannot keep us here! To return to your homes! We want me!
They're hungry, eh? What dragon is this? It's a green one, isn't it?
Lord Grover Tully has not declared for Rhaenyra.
It's Jace's dragon.
Jason Lannister is marshalling to the west.
We need to check him before he reaches River Run. That requires passage.
And if Stark's army's too slow, the wind's rising, winter's nigh upon us.
Our hesitance does not lie in Rhaenyra as queen, Our fear lies in Vagar.
You fear a dragon, leagues away, when mine own sits outside your walls.
Yeah. Look at Vagar.
Do you offer us your protection?
I do. And the protection of my uncle.
And Daemon, I'm sure, has consented to this?
He will do as his queen commands.
That does lend us some comfort. Though it occurs to me that dragons cannot be in two places at once.
Or three. What do you want?
Larys Strong has been relieved of his castle. Does the Queen intend to raise up a new lord?
You want Harrenhal. For that, my mother will want more than your crossing.
What does her grace desire?
Bent knees.
Loyalty. Forgetting what this place is called. It looks like River Run. There's a river. There we go again with him tripping and... oh, I'm so tired of this.
Set an example for the rest of the Riverlands to follow.
And once again, in the name of power, it's the weak and the women who must endure.
Yeah, yo, that's sad, eh?
The realm will suffer if Aemon One-Eye rules.
But I'll cross you no further. I'm sure your tactics are, after all, approved by the Queen.
What did you say?
She cannot succeed, Alice. Even if I willed it to be so. The people who support her will not be led by her. They look to a man for strength. When I take King's Landing, Rhaenyra is welcome to join me there and take her place by my side. King and Queen, ruling together.
And if you lose?
Then I'll be dead. And none of this will be my problem.
Oh my word, you're so selfish.
Fresh news from Stonehenge. The Blackwoods have overwhelmed the Brackens, and Lord Amos has pledged his banner to you. House Bracken is yours.
Let's go, baby!
Corsa Willem here, so that I might congratulate him. The Blackwoods will be feted in these halls.
Okay, a win for House Black, so... I hope things go well.
I thought you at high tide. I was surprised when they said you were here. Queen Rhaenyra wishes to name you Hand.
Even the death of my wife does not content her. And she not asked enough of my house.
It is a sign of her great esteem.
Yeah.
Does she think the position will compensate me for my loss?
Stop, bro, stop.
Peace to King's Landing, then. They will accept it most gleefully.
Rather, I would sail into the west and be lost.
You have done so before.
Listen, I get it, you're grieving. I get it, he's grieving. But damn, bro. Grieve with wisdom. If that makes sense. Do something useful as you're grieving. Therefore, you can get over it faster. If you're just being idle as you're grieving, you're going to be depressed and you're going to... So, be useful as you're grieving so that you can just get over it and think of it less.
Rhaenys was not only your wife.
Rhaenys. Okay, her name is Rhaenys. Rhaenys was her name. Rhaenys. Rhaenys and Meleys. Rhaenys with Meleys. Meleys and Rhaenys. Okay, Rhaenys. Rhaenyra. Rhaena. Rhaenys. Sure.
She was a Targaryen princess. The queen who never was, and she flew to Rook's Rest of her own will, in defense of her kin.
And she died.
She died as she would have wished to die. With honor. In Dragonfire. The way my mother chose. And the way I myself wish to meet my end.
True. Painful death, but honorable for Targaryens.
I will see Rhaenyra ascend the Iron Throne, as Rhaenys wished.
Talk to him.
Granddaughter, I would make you my heir.
I am blood and fire. Driftmark must pass to salt and sea.
I apologize for my impertinence.
You were correct in saying our best hope of an army is with Daemon. I wish you to go to Harrenhal.
Are you removing me from your council?
Sir Alfred, I will not deny you have tried my patience of late, or that I would prefer a council more inclined to champion their queen, but You and your house served my father well, and I know you will never accept the Hightower claim.
Not while I live, Your Grace.
I ask you to reason with him. Find out his state of mind.
Oh my gosh, this is not gonna go well.
Intentions.
Whether he means to raise a host for me or for himself.
He would not dare.
You need him to lack in daring. Go now with haste.
Have you any message for him?
Tell him I would much like to finish our last conversation.
Your Grace.
Okay. I don't know if this is gonna go well. And then we're gonna see this guy hallucinate again.
Your Grace.
What is it, Sir Simon? Is the pudding now served?
The River Lords have come, Your Grace. They wish an audience.
Now? What godless hour is it?
They are demanding to speak presently.
The Riverlands. House Bracken and House Blackwood.
See, I must begin here with a lesson in etiquette. Failing that, in proper fear of your Targaryen master. Is there some reason you feel free to wake a king in his bed? Or shall I now begin your education?
Amen.
House Bracken have been brought to heel at the hands of Willem Blackwood.
That news is stale.
The sacred steps on Bracken lands were looted and burned.
As were the fields and farms. The livestock was stolen, and our peasants put to the sword.
They pursued the women and the children. There were works of barbarity.
Watch him just not give a flying crap about the tragedies of this house that he so desires to be on his side. Like, watch him be like, I don't care. Sort it out and fight for me. You need to realize a king who cares about his people care for him and will die for him. People are only loyal to you when they know you love them. If they know you don't care, they will not die for you, and they will serve you with hatred in their hearts, and they won't serve you well.
These beasts proudly carried the banner of House Targaryen. Red dragon on black.
We should have expected nothing more from a man who ordered the slaughter of a child in his mother's arms.
That is a lie, and I will have the man who told it brought before me.
Oh, your man is half the kingdom, my prince.
Know this, interloper. The Riverlands are an ancient place, and dragon or no, we shall not raise our banners for a tyrant.
Exactly. Damn it, Demon! You screwed it up! Loser, man! W cut. Looks like the Red Witch.
Move along, lass.
I have an errand for the Lady Massaria. I must see an old friend.
Most people want out these days.
Just do it, bro. Thank you. So I can see that this episode is just going to be build up for episode 6, as I expected.
Was it worth the price?
No! Perish already, yesses. This guy looks like Viserys, low-key right now.
Prince Jacaerys, Your Grace.
Visenya.
Vagar's first rider. And the first wielder of Dark Sister.
I hope you do not mean to use her as an example.
Why shouldn't I?
Oh, it was a long time ago.
What is the mood at the Twins? Did his lordship quibble?
He wishes for the phrase to be granted Harrenhal. At war's end, assuming.
I'm proud of you, Jace. You've done our cause a great service.
Then why do you look angry?
Because the council keeps questioning me.
You chafed at being prevented from action. Imagine, my lord, I'm a dragon rider as well. And yet, I must wait here. Always prudent. Sending others to fight and be felled in my name. Even you have managed to do your part.
You are the queen. The tie that binds us. No harm can come
And
to
you are
you.
my son, and I did not give you leave to go.
You do not give me leave to go to anything.
But who else is there? Rhaenys is dead and Baela cannot bear the burden alone.
And when Aemond comes hunting for you, your dragon is young. Will you fly before Vhagar as Luke did?
Yep.
Perhaps Daemon could...
Daemon is not here. And Aemond now rules in King's Landing.
Is Aegon dead?
Dead or alive, we have no answer for Vhagar. Aemond will not wait long to press his advantage, and then what? I have done all I can from here, sent my messages, invoked my alliances. But if all else fails, it is I who must fight. Vhagar is big, but Syrax is quicker.
So was Meleys.
Meleys fought 2 dragons and one of them is slain. Shall I fight for my birthright, or shall I wait here until we are all destroyed? I need dragons.
We have no dearth of dragons. We have 2 large enough to stand against Vhagar. They are called Vermithor and Silverwing, and they sleep just beneath our feet.
Yes, and if only they had riders, none could stand against me.
Huh, they don't have riders. Interesting.
There is Rhaena.
You nearly lost her life in her last attempt. I would not risk it again.
You have to risk it.
There are those of our line who never ruled. Those who married into other noble houses. Their children born with other names.
A generation ago, or more, blood would be thin.
And yet...
The dragon will only accept a dragon lord to ride it. Also say the histories.
Valyrian histories, written to gild us in glory.
Are you suggesting we put a Malister on a dragon? A Tarly?
It's better than death and defeat.
Yo, this is getting interesting.
There are records here, surely, of our line, and of those who fell out of it.
There could be scores of them.
It's a mad sword.
It's a mad time. Okay, so this episode was just build up and knowledge of what's to come. Aegon, as I said, the evil ones live the longest. Unfortunately, he's alive, which really sucks balls. And Aemond is ruling in his stead. Aemond is wise. He's young, and he has the biggest dragon in King's Landing, or in Westeros. So he's a huge threat. That's my boy right there. But I'm excited to see if they actually are able to give Silverwing and Vermithor a rider. That'll be sick. Like, who is going to be the next dragon rider? Because if she has more dragons, that'll be flipping amazing fighting against Vhagar. I mean, Vhagar can only do so much to... I don't think he can fight like 3 dragons at one go. So Daemon is going crazy because no one trusts him. People see him as mad. He just lost a potential alliance like an idiot. So episode 6 is going to be way more exciting than this one. Dracarys.